What's up, everybody? Coming at you today with a response video. I had a Facebook friend make a video kind of challenging me to speak to the 50 years old or older population. So I'm not quite, there yet. I am turning 40 next week, but I do have a decent amount of clients who are in their 50s, and over the years I've trained many people who are in their 50s and beyond. So I'm just going to kind of answer her general questions. It's very basic information. Sometimes I find the most basic information is the most useful, By the way, if you guys ever have any questions, feel free, you don't need to make a video like her. You can just message me directly and I'll be happy to, give you a response or make a video about it. Okay, so anyway, she asked about, hormones. As you get older, your hormones are changing, and that's true. That happens as you advance in age. One thing I'll say, there are basic things that you can do that will help regulate your hormones that a lot of people aren't doing. And again, this is just general information. Maybe this is what you need to hear. But like vitamin D, vitamin D is a crucial component to a whole array of processes in your body, including testosterone and, hormones that will help you feel more energized, help you get stronger. And I want to say it's like over 90% for sure, 95% of the United States population is vitamin D deficient. So there's a couple things you can do. One is you can get out in the sun, get some vitamin D that way, or if you don't want to do that, just take some vitamin D. And I feel like just that one little thing can really help. I've seen it happen in many people, including myself. Another thing is resistance training. In her video, she was showing off her gym, and it's great, awesome gym, my gym, I do this for a living, so this is probably way more souped up than most of you guys. I mean, I do have a client that has a better gym than I do, and anyway, regardless, she was talking about regressions and progressions in the video. And, I think a lot of people think that you need to have all this stuff. You don't need to have a huge gym. You could. That's great. Go pay for a gym. Or you don't need to have all this equipment. Really, a lot of my clients, they just have a pair of dumbbells. With the virtual sessions that I have, they have a chair and a pair of dumbbells. And that's it. And that's all you really need. That's how I work out. I work out with my class. You probably heard me say this many times in my other videos, but all I have is just a pair of dumbbells and a chair, and I lay down on the floor, and that's it. So that is my workout. Every now and then I'll go do something else, but for the most part, that's what I'm doing. She mentioned osteoporosis, osteopenia. It's basically just like when your bones become weak and brittle, and you could take medication, and as you get older, yes, your bones are going to get weaker, but in general, something easy that you can do is you just move your body. You do resistance training. That's the best thing you can do for your bones. You can kind of see a theme here, I think. It's just doing basic, natural things. You would move your body naturally. You would lift things naturally. In our day and age, we're not doing that. And I know that's a cliche, boring answer, but really it's just doing some resistance training, get some vitamin D. I'm not taking away from, the fact that your body starts to break down as you get older. That's just the fact of life, And everyone's different, I have some 50-year-olds that are rock stars, man. Like, I'm trying to keep up with them almost, right? At the same time, you might be 50 and you feel like everything's falling apart. People age differently and people are at different levels. So, just to speak to a blanket age demographic, 50 years plus, it's kind of challenging for me to do because everyone's a little bit different. So I feel like I got to meet everyone where they are, or, if you're just doing it on your own, you got to meet yourself where you are, challenging yourself. I always say push yourself, but don't hurt yourself. Super cliche video, but hey, that's it. The last thing I want to say is don't surrender to your age. Don't look at it. And you may have to do that. You may have to say, you know what, I'm just, at this age, I just can't do that anymore. That might be the case. But don't automatically assume that, because I've already gone through that. If you guys watch any of my older videos talking about my joints hurting, my knees, shoulders, you might think that I'm making all that up, but literally, man.
I've been having a lot of joint pain in my hands, my shoulders, my knees. People tell me that I'm just getting older, and maybe that's true.
My joints were killing me. And just by sweating, just by doing different kinds of workouts, my joints just feel so good. Like literally today I was training one of my clients and I was just kind of like moving my knees around and squatting and shifting my weight around. I was like, oh, it just feels so good. And the only thing I can think of that's allowed me to get to a place that I'm at with my joints feeling good is doing the type of workouts that I'm doing now. They say motion is lotion. You got to move those joints. So many times I work out with the client and their joints get better. It's almost to be expected. I'm not saying like a blanket statement, but in general, that's pretty much what's to be expected. That's it for the video, guys. Maybe it might be on me. Sometimes, I just assume people have this basic information and, I don't speak to the general stuff, but hey, that's it. As you get older, just acknowledge that, it is inevitable that your body's going to start breaking down a little bit. At the same time, everyone's body is a little bit different. Do the basic things, Once you've done those basic things, then you can start to kind of know where you're at. But you might be 50 years old and you think like your body's done for, but you're not working out, you're not doing the basic things, you're not eating a diet that's healthy. So if you get those things right, your body might be way better than you ever thought it could be. That's it for the video, guys. God bless you all. Peace.